When you look at government-provided statistics, they need to be looked at most carefully. Often they are purposely manipulated in order to make them seem better. People who are ignorant to reality might think this is ludicrous. How can the government create fake statistics? They're not fake themselves, but the calculations are done in a way to present a fantastic image even when it might not be the case. How do they do this? You came here for the truth, so let me unveil that for you. Today we're going to talk about the jobs numbers. Every month they come out, every month they are fantastic. If we were to total up all the jobs numbers, the population of the United States would be in the trillions. It's ridiculous, it is so fantastical, but people believe it. Every single time they push out these numbers, the stock market does well. It doesn't even matter if it's true or not, because the stock market loves it. They love the jobs numbers days because every time they come out, they look so great. How do they do it? Well, we're going to talk about one aspect of that today. I'm not going to discuss the unemployment rate. If you want to know what's going on with the unemployment rate, then I have another video breaking that all down. I will link to it at the very end of this one. Today, we're looking at the jobs numbers. One important aspect of the jobs numbers is that multiple job holders are not accounted for. We need to understand that as the years have gone on, more and more people have been taking on multiple jobs. You can see the blue line, that is the multiple job holders. I'll show you the actual BLS stats in just a second, but I wanted to give you this chart first because it also has the monthly change and just give you an idea of what's happening here. When you look at the stats, they're just going to present you with a number. Unemployment rate 3.7%, total jobs added this month 200,000, everything is fantastic. Well, if you start to peel back the layers, you start to realize what is actually going on. Let's look at the multiple job holders directly from the BLS statistics. This is of course on the Fred website. You can see since the financial crisis or the aftermath of it that more and more people have been taking on multiple jobs. We saw this in the previous cycle, the same exact thing happening. Now, if everything is fantastic, people do not take on 2 and 3 jobs. It's just not going to happen. But of course, there are always people that have multiple jobs, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. But as we see more and more people struggling to make ends meet, we find that this is typically the case. It has been more aggressive than in the previous cycle, but certainly we have seen this coming time and time again. When times get tough, people take a second job. Why? Because they have to pay the bills. That's a simple matter of fact. This article here out of Forbes is talking about the jobs numbers, multiple jobs, and how they are not accurately depicting what's going on. Right here it says that there is a presumption the government has accurate counts of how many people have jobs and how many people are unemployed or holding multiple jobs for that matter. It doesn't, and the numbers aren't built on such records. Accurately knowing the number of people working jobs on the side is difficult. If you talk about the gig economy, for example, the government has 3 completely different estimates of what it includes. There isn't even a single definition of unemployment. So of course, if you're seeing the stats, they're not going to be accurately measuring anything. Well, this right here just gives you a simple breakdown of what the reality of the situation is. The government doesn't even have the numbers in the beginning, so of course it's not going to be able to show us the truth. That's what I'm trying to tell you today, and I hope that this is somehow informative to you. You're not going to get it with the U3 unemployment rate, okay? It is not going to tell you what is actually going on. Even the Dallas Fed looks at the U6. We should be always looking at the U6 because that accounts for those who are underemployed. These people cannot make ends meet if they're underemployed. That's a simple matter of fact. These people are the ones that are working the 2 and 3 jobs. That's just the way it is. This article here is directly from the census.gov website, and what we're looking at here is specific to multiple job holders. Multiple job holders found additional work in the fields they were already familiar with. Among men with multiple jobs, 74% had jobs in the same industry and 75% had jobs in the same occupation. What I propose to you is that people would not get a second job if the first one was paying enough in the same field. If you could say that maybe this individual had a full-time 9-to-5 job, on the weekends the individual liked to play golf, liked to be around golf, so they worked at a golf course. Or maybe they had some sort of passion project that they like to do on the weekends. Get a few paychecks while you're at it, why not? I understand. But if it's in the exact same field, that just tells me that the paycheck that they're getting isn't making ends meet, and that's just the way it goes. So that's the information that I wanted to show you today. We're talking about multiple job holders. We're talking about the way that the government skews the statistics. We're looking at the data as it really should be presented. And so if you found this video informative, please give me a thumbs up. When you give me a like, you are supporting me, so I do appreciate that very much. If you hate me, if you don't like this video, then definitely give me a thumbs down, because you are also supporting me with the engagement, so I do appreciate that very much as well. If you want the financial education you were not taught in school, these two books have everything that you need. You can get all the details at the link in the description. We're talking about the foundation, the history, the asset classes, how to make money, so much more. Definitely check it out at the link. If you want the audiobook, that's available at themoneygps.com. If you want to know why the unemployment rate is fake, I talk about it in this video here. I break it all down for you. Click on it and I will see you there.